What's up, YouTube? You know how this works, right? We play some video games. We're still in Starfield. So not Starfield related. The new Spider-Man game is coming out in just under 2 weeks. So I'm probably just gonna stick with Starfield until that game comes out. And then when it does come out, I will do I stop playing Starfield completely? Or do I do some day, one game some days and one game the other days of the week? Not entirely sure how that's gonna go, but I am gonna play Starfield at least until Spider-Man comes out. So we are here back to talk to this person about, I guess, the research or whatever.
Hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier.
Yeah, don't care.
So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there.
Sure.
My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come. I'm getting there. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned. I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second,
I don't understand actually what's going on here.
I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast.
She was part of the military.
Got any last-minute
she did what she was ordered to do. The war ended. Now she doesn't do this.
Waiting out here.
What could be morally gray or morally bad things anymore. So she's innocent. What does anything else have to do with any of this?
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report.
Sure.
You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
I don't know that you actually mean that.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope will determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a Surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you
I'm
could
sorry.
summarize for the cabinet what it is
Why do you need
see
to
as the
hear from
goal
me?
of this endeavor.
Big monster kill people. We need to figure out how to stop big monsters from killing people, right?
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been
But
happening
on
for
Tau Ceti, it
generations.
was very sudden.
To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium.
I would also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this Terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
This is the first Terramorph I've ever seen. I don't know what it was supposed to be like. I don't know how strong they normally are.
Just taking her word for it as well, then.
So it would seem.
It's not.
So then, Captain,
She's not the first
given
person
the
that said.
discussion now and the information you've been
She's not the
privy
first
to
person
thus
that
far,
voiced
if you were in
Londinian.
our position,
She voiced
would you
concerns,
grant
and then the other
request
guy
to
said
the archives?
Londinian, and she was like, "Yeah, that's what I thought." Right?
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
Well, I am not. I've heard nothing here to convince me that we should do anything but wait. And I will not risk galactic peace on a question of if.
Yes, a fair assessment, Chief Diplomat. So then, while the data you two have presented is compelling, I think we can safely say it's insufficient for the level of action you've requested. Perhaps once we've
Attention. Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident.
Okay.
Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs.
Of course, it would happen right here, right now.
Just as predicted.
Good God.
How at the
There must be another
spaceport?
explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am.
Where is it when we go? Yeah, it must be in here. Okay.
That's it. Now hit him with everything you've got. Stop! We're trying to help you.
What is going on?
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting, I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
Under the Terramorph's influence. What did these Terramorphs do?
They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get
And
them
you
out
did
of harm's
a
way,
terrible job
but some of the
at
other
your job.
officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough.
Because all you guys have EM weapons,
Firing
right?
on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready. Let's do it.
That's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Yeah, sure, no problem. I'll do your job for you.
No time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move!
Has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
Yay, I'm pretty sure this thing's a bit tankier than the last one.
Right behind.
We're going to be okay. It's not real. Whatever you're experiencing right now, it's not real.
What are you talking about?
Wait, officer? Are you and this woman experts? Whatever you're doing right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. Wait. Hold them as best we can.
Yeah. Wait, what? Transfer. My inventory. Okay. What's going on here? Let's see. I'll need 2 of you. Do I need 1 of you? 11 millimeter. Sam, what do I have for you? A few rounds. I should keep. Thought I'd already got rid of this. I'll keep that for now. Seems kind of useful. Where am I on weight? Oh, it's on the side. 63 out of 165. Yeah, well, I'm good for now, it would seem. Where does it want me to go? It's got me going 2 separate places. Who's over here?
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here, but we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault.
They can
isn't the
help
same
by
as keeping your cool in a
distracting it,
firefight.
and they can get in the
Might
way
make you
by
more liability
literally being
than
in the way
asset.
of me shooting it.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say no. They have it locked somewhere, right? Can't get out. Where's it telling me to go? I want to get a headshot. I don't know where its head is. I keep sound like there's something behind me. Oh, I can't get to it from here. Also, there's ashes falling down. There's nothing on fire. I really don't know where its head's at.
Let's get this over.
I don't think there are. Did you just hide that whole time? Alright, I gotta get rid of something here. Raise your leaf is, yeah, over full, so that's not gonna work. Antimicrobial. Let's see, all of them, yes. Aromatic. Also organic. Don't need you. Organic. Don't need you. Don't need you. Do I keep you? Where are you? Don't know that I can shoot it in the head. Oh. That's all the damage I did to it. Okay, cool. I don't think it's gonna kill you. Okay. Did it hit me? Is that what happened? Ooh, okay. Bit close there. Oh.
It's got me! It's got me! Where are you?
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
I mean, there's a small fire, but that's not gonna... Not for this. Are you done looking at the thing? Can we go?
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place.
No way I'll ever be able to forget. I
Good.
don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
the hell do terramorphs get into the city like that and undetected?
Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am.
My officers were
there you
unprepared
are.
for what happened at the spaceport.
I believe we have some things
intend
we
to
should
correct
discuss.
The loss of
Good.
life,
Go correct it.
the damage
Leave me
to the
alone.
spaceport. The costs
Why are
of
you
this
still
attack are
talking?
greater than I think we realize.
Captain, Hadrian, it would appear that the cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology. Your concerns about the terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
No, you two were in the right. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, after today's events, the cabinet has decided to revisit its previous decision. We will be supporting your collection of the terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed, first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative. The cabinet wants progress, and wants it quickly. You're already far. There's also no diplomat alive that can claim they helped keep a cadre of terramorphs off the embassy doorsteps. The cabinet was unanimous. We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data.
Of course.
So, will you help us?
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni. Start getting a plan together for that data.
We didn't get where we are by sitting on our laurels. Our laurels, in fact, became uninhabitable. Helps to remember that.
These orders can't be. Yes. Yes, sir. Consider it done. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude.
I was also told the President wants us to get you into the Armistice Archives ASAP. So, we've got no time to waste. You know what the archives are, correct? Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the three. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire UC. Freestar Collect.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince two people. The ambassadors. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't or can't. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
but it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varoon? Ah, the good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely...
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the Ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy hold.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find... Report suggests there's a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for intel. All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise. Ambassador Balmore's...
When the rest of House Varoon retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice,
he's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests. So there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varoon thinks is a quick way to earn your... It does. We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
I have no doubt.
Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack...
Be smart out there, Captain.
Right. Now we get to do the boring stuff.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
I think I've got, where's it telling me to go? I think I've got more important things to do. I can just... I want to try to sell some stuff, I guess. Wait, that's not my ship. Where's it telling me to go? It was telling me to go. Okay. I don't know anymore. Tell me to go back. Oh, this game. This is where it's leading me. Spaceport. Wanted me to use that to get to the spaceport. Why did it tell me to get the elevator to get off on the one floor, not go down to the spaceport, or not go down to the NAT system to go here anyway? This is that guy.
What?
I thought we were going to the Freestar area and then the I don't know what's going on anymore. Where am I going? What am I doing? Is that on planet? I thought this was going to the Freestar Collective to talk to them there. I don't know where it wants me to go. It's only got one now.
Hello.
Going by a shopper, might as well use it, right?
I would never dream of selling substandard gear. Yes, by all means. Have a...
Okay, I guess I can look at what you've got. Cool. Okay, never mind. You know what? I'll get rid of it. Screw it, I'll get rid of that too. What caliber is this thing? 27? 27. See, I hate that. How much money did I lose? Because the box here, if I'm looking at here to make sure I'm not selling the wrong thing, and I just see a box popping up. I'm pointing at the screen and you can't see anything. If I'm looking here to make sure I'm not selling the wrong thing, and this box pops up here, and there's this warning here, I'm not going to see this warning. You need to put up a different kind of warning to let me know that they're out of money. Because how much money did I just lose selling that stuff? He doesn't have ammo. Whatever. Exit.
Good luck on all your adventures.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador in her office.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means you. Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint.
And you couldn't beat him, so you had to sign the armistice or whatever.
We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
This building is Freestar sovereign territory. So in here, we're the law.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
Hey, there's been a Terramorph attack. We've got somebody headed over to talk to you. Somebody shows up. Are you supposed to be here? No, I'm the guy that's supposed to be talking to you.
Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants Terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right. Excuse me. A less level-headed person might think that was a threat, Captain. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous.
If it was so dangerous that they wanted absolutely nobody to ever see it ever, it wouldn't exist anymore. They'd destroy it.
I guess you will. Feel free to see yourself out.
We're taking heavy losses!
I was half expecting her to be one of those essential NPC, not be actually killable. That was a very delayed shot there. This will be the part where all witnesses killed, bounty gone.
That woman is an absolute... Oh, sorry. Oh, what? You're the Vanguard captain, right? You know, I was about to board the Nat to the spaceport when the alarm triggered. And Mike, I've got you to thank for things not... Well, then you have my earn. But look, they said you were coming here on official. The ambassador likes to handle all that, even if she does have trained diplomats here to help her. And I don't want to get shipped back to Aquila City, so you should probably go speak to her. Why don't we talk?
Official business? Talk to the ambassador.
I was wondering what was so interesting about that.
So you want me to work with you, but... No, I think that's a pretty safe assumption. And no other city should have to go through what happened here. So then, okay, first you need her bio key, and that thing doesn't leave her side. Better chance of splitting the atom with a spoon than me getting that from her. The code machine. Only the ambassador's cleared for in there. Sorry.
I don't want to go to her quarters.
Quarters. Huh. Well, that's doable. And you and the UC will be providing me with what for my services?
I'm not paying him out of my pocket. And I don't think I can lie. And this will just put me back in a circle.
Really?
This is stupid.
Okay, you've got yourself a deal. Okay, so there's a utility corridor that leads into the ambassador's quarters, which you can access through the main con. Here, the key. I'll keep an ear out.
I once again have multiple points on my map and I don't know where to go. Why are there multiple points? My job is to go to the access point that he just talked about. Stupid. I can't. Whatever. Whatever, stupid game. Whatever. Let's just move on. Okay. Why don't any other buildings have... Right now there are 3 points on my... No, one of them's not on the map. There's 2 points. But I don't know which one's the one I'm supposed to be going to. It's just the bathroom. Where is it? Okay. But where's that other one at then?
Patching in playback.
Son of a bitch!
Not in here, I'm not confronting her. Okay, I think I almost got caught there, but I'm not sure.
Did I not make myself abundantly clear, Captain?
Yeah, don't care what you want.
Access to the archives. Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about. No. If the Council found out, I'd lose my position. I'd be exiled. Look, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. The issue at hand is one of trust, no? So perhaps if I can trust you to keep this little secret between us, then maybe we can find a way to trust the UC with access to the archives.
See, this is one that I want to lie about. Really? She's a terrible person. She's not getting the job because she's probably a terrible person and her council knows it. So I'm going to lie and agree with her and then tell them anyway, right?
Good. I appreciate you working with me. Just like I'm sure our great powers will. In fact, I think there's an opportunity here. Keep both our factions happy and ensure an air of legitimacy to the whole proceeding. I can only let you get the information on the Terramorphs. Anything else and people will get suspicious. And
I don't need anything else.
Freestar scientific observers making sure everything's being used for the right purpose.
Yeah, sure. Don't care. Just trying to stop the monsters from killing people. Whatever.
Good.
I don't care enough.
Okay. Let's go get you your access.
Sorry. Everyone's a little on edge after the attack.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here you go. I hope that'll be enough to maintain your discretion.
Where am I going? I'm trespassing by walking into that room.
You're allowed 3 places: conference room, lobby, or the ambassador's office.
I don't know where the door is, though. Okay. Does it matter? I don't think it did. Where do you have me going? Defenses, yep, okay. You... Better at everything. Sound is interesting. Everything's muffled. Shooting at me. Okay, don't know where I'm going, but I don't know how I hit it, but I did. Demons. Beware demons. That's a new one. There's nothing here. I no longer have any markings on my map. Where to go? Go anywhere. Now I gotta think map again. Okay, how do I?
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss. Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge, and then silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly? Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, Do I see this all clearly?
Being the ambassador of a stupid religious group, I kind of like you. You're cool.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
That's the plan, right? No, I completely agree with him. Knowledge itself is not evil.
Well, then I shall not fear. Please, follow me. Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good.
These circles will have to go through to get out of this place. Okay. It came from there, correct? Well, then how do I leave? This is a dead end. Came from this way. This is a dead end. No, not that way. That's locked. This is a dead end, right? Guess I can't go there. Why do they put mazes in these places? Originally, when I first came into, went over this direction, right? Or is there more than one of those in here? There's some other. Okay, that room was completely empty. There's no other door. It's different. Maybe. All that for an elevator? So I'm supposed to be able to fast travel when I point my scanner at a target that I've already been to, but the option's not showing up. Game's just stupid. Where do you have me going? Okay, so I can fast travel to those markers. But my target is that. I can't point. I don't.
Some stuff into my new apartment?
Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the rank.
Yes?
Howdy.
Captain, I just received a couple messages from an operative in the embassy office. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? Was he alive? Did they both actually agree? You saved him. You Vanguard really do take that above and beyond thing seriously, don't you? Fine work. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Okay. That will be the end of this episode of Starfield. We killed a few Terramorphs, few robots, and then spent a lot of time wasting our time with politics. Yay, Starfield. If you made it here till the end, thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next one where hopefully we do something more interesting. But I can only see more politics in the future for this. Find out then.